Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome to the channel. I hope you consider liking and subscribing if you do like the content here today. So today I want to show you guys what all I have in my rare beauty collection. If you don't already know, whether you've come from Instagram or you've been on my YouTube channel, M Cosmetics and Rare Beauty are two of my absolute favorite brands, so I'm always down to get any of their products. So I'm going to have the video kind of sectioned out by what portion I'm doing, so like face, eyes, or a blush or something like that. So I'm going to put in the description timestamps if you want to go to specific parts of the video. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So some of the products here that I have as far as like face goes is I have the pore diffusing primer, and they actually have two different types of primer, but I got the pore diffusing one just because I want to kind of cover up any of my pores and just kind of smoothen my face out. And it's a gel like finish, so I'll squirt a little bit out, and then it's very jelly and it feels really nicely going on the skin. So I use this every single time I'm putting on my foundation, or even if I'm not putting on my foundation, like it just smoothing out my skin so much. So I definitely use this on the go. And I actually have this is the deluxe like mini version, and this is the actual full size. So I bought the mini first just to test it, and then I went on ahead and bought that full sized one. So that's that. And then next we have the Always an Optimist 4-in-1 setting mist, and as you can see, I definitely use this a lot. Sometimes I use setting spray, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I use it as more of just like a refreshing spray, but I definitely do like this. Alright, and so the next products are going to be foundation and concealer. So I bought two different shades. The first one that I bought was shade 320W in the foundation and concealer. So this is 320W in the foundation and the concealer, and I'll just swatch it so you can see. But after using this for a little while, I just felt like 320W wasn't my shade for some reason. So this is the concealer, and then this is the foundation. When I first bought it and shade matched myself, I really thought that this shade was going to match me, and it pretty much does, but sometimes it can just look a little too light than what I want it to. So I ended up getting 380W in the concealer and the foundation, and I'll swatch that for you as well. So this is 380W the concealer, and then this is 380W the foundation. There's just like a subtle difference, at least between the foundations. So, and even 380W, for some reason, like whenever I'm looking for foundations, they're either too light or they're too red, and like I'm in between that with more of a warmer tone. So what I end up doing is just mixing the foundations together, and I actually have it on today, and it pretty much is a good match for me. I just wish I didn't have to buy two of them, but needless to say, you don't need a lot of this product at all. You can really just do like one or two dots and cover your whole face. It is more of a sheer like coverage. It's meant to be more skin like, so if that's not your cup of tea, then this might not be for you, but you can build it. But I love it. It's perfect for me. It gives me just enough coverage to even out my skin tone. And I mean, you can see here I have like little scarring on my chin and on my forehead. I don't care about that. I just want to even out my skin tone. So I still love both of those foundations and I use them. But just a con is that I have to mix the two shades to kind of get a shade that works the best for me. So I'm going to wipe that off real quick. And lastly, what we have as far as like face products go is this is the Blot and Go set. So it has a little puff right here that comes pre-filled with translucent powder, and then it also has these little strips for blotting, and I actually keep this in my purse. I had to go dig this out because I forgot it was in there. I just keep that in my purse even when I'm not wearing foundation. I have combination skin and it gets super oily sometimes, so just patting that on relieves all of that for me. So that is it for the face products. Well, let me know if you have any questions or if you're interested in the brand. I definitely recommend every single product that I just showed. And this is definitely an honest review and show of the collection. So like I said, I definitely recommend those, especially if you like more of a sheer coverage as far as foundation goes. You will probably like this. All right, so next we're going to go into eye products. I have their eyeliner. It is the Perfect Strokes matte liquid eyeliner. They only have it in black and one color for right now. So this is a swatch of the color. The only thing I don't like about it is that sometimes the bristles can move because it's a brush tip. I prefer for it to be just kind of dense together, but still pretty flexible. So that's why I kind of like my M Cosmetics ones better, but I still love this and use that, and I have it on today with this look. I did 3 looks using the palette I'm about to show you, so feel free to check out that video as well and let me know what you guys think. Next we have the eye primer. This is my holy grail. I love this eye primer. I use it for cutting my crease when I attempt to do that. I mean, it's literally my favorite, so I don't really have anything else to say about it, but I highly recommend. And then this right here is one of their liquid eyeshadows. This is shade Nearly Apricot, and I love this too. I use it as a base sometimes in lieu of my eye primer. All right, and then here's a swatch of the Apricot. It is a coral shade, and I actually use that in my 3 looks video, so feel free to check that out if you want to see how it looks on me. And then I use this brush here. It's their foundation brush. I use that to blend that out, and it works like a charm. And then we have the eyeshadow palette. They actually have 2 other eyeshadow palettes. They're 6 pans, but I got this one. It was a little more interesting for me. It's the Discovery True to Myself eyeshadow palette, and this is what it looks like on the inside. I love these pan shapes, these crescent moons. That is so pretty to me. And I'm going to swatch this just so we can see how the shades look. All right, so I have the shades swatched here. You can already tell this shade basically blends into me, so I use this as a crease. This shade right here is just not good at swatching, and honestly, this shade and this shade are probably the only 2 in the palette that I just absolutely do not like, and I have an issue with it every time. But just starting from here and then here, the shades are Undeniable, Genuine, Passionate, Accepting, Loyal, Positive, and Pure. So I use this, like I said, really the only 2 colors I have an issue with is this one, which is Undeniable, and this one, which is Loyal. They just don't blend out well, and I even have Loyal on today, and I was having some issues with it, but I still made it work. But other than that, I do like the palette. I use this pretty frequently, especially in conjunction with the liquid eyeshadow. So besides these 2, I would still recommend it. So next we are going to take a look into the highlighters that I have. So I have 3 different highlighters. And they're called the liquid luminizers. So the first shade that I have is Outshine, and it's pretty much just a pure gold. I'll swatch it here. So there's Outshine. The next shade is Transcend, and it's kind of like a rose gold to me, kind of. These next two are kind of similar. So this is Transcend. And then next, the last one that I have is Flaunt. It's more goldy than the next one. Okay, yeah, they're definitely two different colors. So yeah, this is Outshine, this is Transcend, and this is Flaunt. And I have Outshine on right now. Be sure to check out the video. The next products that we're going to take a look at are going to be the blushes. I have 4 different blushes. One of them is actually from one of these sample cards, and I used that today in conjunction with another one, but I still wanted to give it a try because I don't typically go for like pinker blushes. So let us swatch this. And this is shade Bliss that I just swatched right here. I like it though. It looks actually really pretty on my skin, pretty natural. So I'm definitely gonna consider buying the full size of it. The next one is the Soft Pinch Blush. This is Joy. It's the same formula as this right here, but they either have matte or dewy. So this is Joy, and I have that on today. And I'll swatch it for you. There's Joy, pretty neon-y. And these blushes are so pigmented. Like, if anything that I've shown you thus far is something you need to watch out for as far as using too much, it's going to be these blushes, because 1 dot, maybe half a dot is enough for you. And next, I'm swatching. This is shade Joy. I love that one. That's so pretty. And lastly, it's a different formula. This is one of their melting blushes that go with the liquid eyeshadow, the Nearly Apricot shade. I got the matching blush for it. And this is like a cream to matte formula. So I'm just going to swatch it here in the pan. So you can see here it's on my finger. And then let me just... So it's pretty sheer than the other one, but it still packs a punch as far as pigment goes. I absolutely love using that, especially in conjunction with the liquid eyeshadow. Even when I'm not wearing foundation, I like to use that melting blush to just add a little bit color to my face. So those are the blushes. And second to last, we have lip products. I just recently bought 2 of their lip soufflés, and the shades that I have, this is shade Thrilling. I'll swatch that for you. These are super, super smooth and super soft. They're like a satin finish. I have it on now and I can't even feel that I have it on. So that's Thrilling. The next shade is Brave. It's like a muted terracotta. And lastly, I have the With Gratitude Dewy Lip Balm. This is in shade Thankful. I got this when I made an order. It was like a free gift. So I'll swatch that here. I swatched it right there. It's kind of like a brownish nude. So I just put this on. I put it in my purse sometimes and just use it for a pop of color. But that's pretty much it for these shades. And then last but not least, I'm going to show you just some of the tools that I bought. So this was that eyeshadow brush that I mentioned. I do like this, and I use it specifically for the liquid eyeshadow. I have their concealer brush. I actually use this for concealer, but I also use it for my eye primer, their eye primer, to blend it all in. And then I bought 2 of the foundation brushes. I use this one for foundation and I use this one for blush. Ever since I've used this for blush, I really haven't gone back and used anything else to blend out my blush, and not even anything else to do my foundation. I've been using just these brushes. I don't use sponges anymore for real. So I definitely do like these 2 products. So if you're in the market for a new blush brush, foundation brush, or concealer brush, I definitely recommend these from Rare Beauty as well. And with that being said, those are all the products that I have. I have a pretty positive overview of pretty much every single product that I have. The only product that I have an issue with was that Discovery palette, those 2 shades, Loyal and Undeniable. They're just kind of patchy and I can't really blend them that well, but I still make it work. But other than that, I definitely recommend Rare Beauty, any of the products that I've shown you below, even if it's different colors. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and let me know what you guys want to see next. Bye y'all.